Moving on to the college basketball season, we are debuting a new segment called Screenshot, where I dissect screenshots of my favorite screens and shots of the week. Any listener feedback on any of this would be appreciated. All right. This week, we are going to talk about Flau'jae Johnson getting to her mid-range against Oklahoma. Last week, I gave LSU some flack for not getting the ball to their best players where they're at their best, so I have to give them some credit when they do it. Flau'jae Johnson decimated Oklahoma to the tune of 23 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, and a steal. Flau'jae is one of the most athletic, dynamic players in women's college basketball. She gets a ton of points off the dribble and transition, isolation, but LSU is sometimes over-reliant on her ability to create for herself, so it was nice to see them incorporate some sets that got her into her sweet spot. Looking at the shot chart against Oklahoma, Flau'jae, who is one of the best mid-range scorers in women's hoops, took 10 of her 19 shots from non-restricted area twos. Now let's talk about the first play in the second quarter. What I really like about it is the concealment. At first, it looks like a horn set with pick and roll options for Jada Richard. Then Richard drives right, Flau'jae Johnson flashes to the post off a screen from Michaela Williams, but that's just another decoy, because Jada Richard is actually waving at big Kate Koval and Williams to screen for our real main character, Flau'jae, in a concealed floppy action that opens her up from the mid-range, where she shoots 49%, better than all but 7% of NCAA Division I women. Next, we have a high IQ zone-busting move from Johnson. So look, not every great play has to involve 6 screens and 4 decoys. Sometimes spacing, IQ, and a well-timed cut can get the job done. Here, Flau'jae swings the ball to the left wing so she can key in on a clear hole in Oklahoma's zone. She cuts across the paint knowing that her opponent, Sahara Williams, isn't going to follow her out of her own defensive zone, leaving Flau'jae open. Technically, Reagan Beers, Oklahoma's big, is supposed to help here, but the whole point of the zone is to protect her from having to guard perimeter players. If Peyton Verhulst helps, Flau'jae Johnson is going to be wide open for the dump-off. Johnson nails a wide-open jumper with something as simple as a cut, and 1 minute later, she does it again on the exact same play. Here, Williams does come over to contest, just not fast enough, and it leaves Koval also wide open for a layup. It didn't take long, by the way, for Oklahoma to start playing man again. Eventually, they had no answer for LSU, and they lost in a blowout.